Hmm. That came through on my mic. It shouldn't have. Hi! Hey, everybody!
Hello.
Yes, Jay is here. I was worried for a second. Alright, whoop. Is that supposed to happen? Wait, what happened? Wait, what? What? Hey! Stop that. What? Hey! Wait a minute! That's not right. Something got changed here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay. It's fine. I'm an idiot. Alright, side stream. Side stream. Side stream. Let's see. I was trying to... I was setting OBS itself as the source, and it didn't like that. Something's got to go wrong every time I do this. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Hi, Specs. So, what did we do last time? We did a quest for the Knights of the Dragon.
Yeah, you did a bunch of quests to try to reach level 10. That's the last thing I recall.
Yeah, but I'm not there yet. So, let us go to the Fighters Guild where we can get some training. Assuming there's one here. Oh, it's right around the corner. I'm breathing. Oh, is that what's going on? I notice it's activating a lot. Bend. Oh, it is bent away. Well,
Bend your nose away.
that's still picking up. Yeah, it's still. Ah, damn it. Oh, I know why. The fan is blowing into it. Hang on. There we go. Is that better? That seems to be better. If not, I can adjust the gate a bit more. Thanks for pointing that out. Thank you for being a horse. There we go. Ooh. I can almost set it up so my spell effect is his eye. It's harder than it looks. There we go. Got a little sparkle. That's how you know he's alive. Anyway. Alright. Training. You. Yes. Archery. Dark now. I've been keeping track of how much I'm spending on training. Wow, I've actually... Wow. That's a lot. That's like, what, a third of my wagon's weight? Alright, I still got 83,000 in gold here, so I'm fine. Oh, also, all the stuff I could sell. All the stuff that's in my inventory. Oh yeah, adamantium. Hopefully I'll get an adamantium longsword. Anyway. Get a quest. Listen, Juniper, if you hadn't already done a bunch of jobs for us already, I wouldn't even suggest this, but there's a job I don't even want to tell you about. Seems like crying for the moon and more dangerous. I don't know what that means. It's offering a lich. Oh, in ruins of Morford Manor, and it only pays 759 gold. You're not interested, are you? Oh, of course I am. I've killed liches. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have mentioned it. Listen, if you're really gonna do this, get the best stuff you can get. Magic stuff, ebony blades, what have you. This lich has to cross to oblivion in 12 days, and you gotta be back here within that time to get your reward. You're unbelievable, Juniper. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
That was the most passive-aggressive way of getting a quest ever.
Yeah, well...
You don't really want this. I shouldn't even tell you about this, but there's... yeah.
I was hoping it would just be like a house called Morford Manor, but no, of course not. The ruins of Moorford Manor. Better cast myself a spell here.
What, can you imagine like going down like 3 blocks and you just walk into a house, there's a lich?
Well, it's not unheard of in this game. I mean, that could happen. I've had stuff like that happen before. I like the little set of islands out here. It's cute. Oh, this isn't even deep enough to sink in. This is just a puddle. Anyway. Let's see. Moorford. Ruins of Moorford. A despairing cry rings out. Yay, icy water! Yay, wee! Dumps. This means something. Wee! There we go. Oh, nice and cold. Oh. It blended in with the rest of everything. I didn't even see it. Here we go killing again. Aha! Did we last stream? Was it last night?
Yeah, we did Vermintide yesterday.
Yeah, we did. I guess we don't have anything new to talk about then. This is an interesting room. This is like Sleeping Beauty's room where she pricks her finger on the spinning wheel, and here's the little room where she does her laundry. I don't think there were any evil stepsisters in that story, were there? This looks like a place where an evil stepsister would send you to do laundry or something.
I don't
next to the
think
flesh
she had any family.
You know, I've actually been really wanting to watch that again for a long time. Oh my god, is this it? Is this the guy? Puny mortal! You should not have attempted to interfere with the affairs of the undead. Now I shall add you to my collection of slain Argonian mercenaries. Oh, you got a whole collection?
I have several.
Put you on the shelf with the others.
Condition.
I'm going to die. Please don't kill me. No. No. Whew. Okay. That wasn't too bad.
Was that it?
Yeah, I think so. Let me double check my notes here. Well, it doesn't say I did, but I mean, that must have been it. They don't usually talk. Anyway, that's one of those movies that, like, I saw as a kid, and probably isn't considered to be very good by today's standards. Or wasn't considered good at the time, I guess. But it's just something like I think I have a lot of nostalgia for, but I haven't actually had the chance to see it because, you know, Disney is very, very close to the chest about what they let things, you know, appear on the internet. It's kind of like with Nintendo and getting a ROM these days. It's kind of hard. Well, I haven't actually seen it in like 30 years.
I'm pretty sure it's on Disney Plus.
There's the rub. I wonder if I could just like rent it on YouTube or something. Probably not. I hate having to get a subscription service for every single fucking thing I want to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. That was not...
Yeah, there it is on Disney Plus.
I think I'm poisoned. I have been poisoned. Let's see. You're poison. I can't uh-oh. We're doing this again? Please. Please. No. Oh. Oh, I was crouching. Okay. Here we go. Cure poison. Well, if I failed! Oh my god. I hate poison in this game. Do I have anything? Arc strength, healing, levitation, stamina, heal true, resist poison. Alright, let's take a little nap. And hopefully not die in our sleep.
Like that?
Yeah. Oh, this fucking game. There's like no way to prevent that. Like, okay, I can resist poison, sure, but it's something I always have to have on me. And this fucking cure poison spell can just fail constantly. All right, I'm slaying the lich. I'm getting out, and I'm making a better cure poison spell because this is fucking. I hate this. Oops. Why didn't I save after killing the lich? Because I'm an idiot. Adamantium flail. Oh my god. Rude immortal, blah blah blah. I'm going to die. I've been drained of stamina. Oh my god. No. No. I had it. I had it and I lost it. Oh, I just want to train my skills. Also, I just want to point out, I slayed a lich, and then I got killed by a fucking slaughterfish because it poisoned me. I killed a lich. It's like fighting Morgoth and then getting killed by a kobold in Angband. It always happens. I'm glad you're always in the same spot. Miss. There we go. Okay. Nothing in here. Nothing but laundry in here. Alright, let's GTFO. 8, 9, 10, 11. Dying of feeling someone bad. What a mood. I mean, it's so aggressive. Like, it doesn't even hurt your health. It's just that you feel bad, and then you're dead within, like, a couple hours in game time. And it's like, there's... Like, how are you supposed to cure poison? You can't buy potions in this game, really. You can only find them. They're almost impossible to make. The only way you can do it is with a spell that has a high chance of failure. And then it's like, in the base game, you have to rest to get your magic back up. And if you rest, you die instantly. So, like, fuck, what are you supposed to do? Alright, I did your dirty work. Let's go to the Mages Guild. Oh, Christmas music.
It's just someone with some bells and a tuba or a sousaphone.
Yeah, the guy with the bells is like right behind me to my right. It's like, where is he? Where is he? This is a nice little tune. In fact, I hate to go indoors and run it. You like the song, Mr. Man? Yes, you love the song. I'm afraid everyone's searching for work these days. These are dark times, as it always is in fantasy games. Actually, come to think of it, so, like, we got Daggerfall, and then, like, Morrowind is, like, immediately afterwards, right? Or, like, a few years, like, enough time for, like, the tales of what happened here in the Iliac Bay, and the dragon break that occurred to kind of filter over. And then Oblivion is, like, what, 10 years after that? 20 years after Morrowind? So it's like, Oblivion is the end times, right? So, I mean, I guess it's leading up to the end times. But then the end times get averted, and then Skyrim is like, oh, there's more end times. Dragons have appeared.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going with this.
Morrowind was like 2 or 3 years after this, and then Skyrim was not Skyrim. Oblivion was like 5 to 10 years after Morrowind, and then Skyrim's like 200 years later.
Yeah, I just know Oblivion was like far enough after Morrowind that people were talking about what happened to the Nerevarine. Let's see. And continuous damage. Heal. Nuts. No. Classify open mage light lock, levitate, jumping, invisibility, identify free action. Elemental resistance? No, it's just elements. Disintegrate, damage, detect, cure. Here we go. Cure poison. Okay, alright. Hang on. So, we got cure paralysis, right? That has a chance of working. This is what I was talking about before. I got a chance of this curing paralysis. That's garbage. Or we could get free action, which it works like for a certain amount of time, and it's way cheaper, and it does exactly the same thing, but it's like a tenth the cost, and it always works. I don't know. Anyway, so chance. We're level 9, so
I guess.
So a 10% chance, that puts us at 90%. That takes up almost all of our magicka, though. That's not great. And here it could be anywhere from 10% to 90%. But that's not much cheaper, so... If I make it really cheap... So that's just a 10% chance. But I have a chance of it working. Let's make it maybe 50. 100. God damn, that's... Oh! Garbage is what it is. Well, at least I have 2 chances, basically. But 2 chances means I could fail twice in a row, and then I had no magicka. Which means I'm dead. Yeah. Wait, no, this is... Oh, this is 1 plus 10. Okay. This is 100% right here. Well, 90%. But it'll be 100% when I hit level 10. Yeah, it's not a range. It's just this plus that. So, okay, that's 90%. All right, I guess that's good. Okay, let's get rid of the old one. What's this set to? A base 60 plus 2 per level. Oh, maybe I should have had a higher base for that. So that's 60 plus 18. I failed a 78% chance. Fuck. It's also considerably cheaper than this, but whatever.
Magic's hard, I guess.
Magic's stupid. How about cure disease? This is 15 plus 5 per level. Let's just delete this and get another one. Next spells. Cure disease. Plus 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That's 65%. That's garbage. For how much this costs, that's garbage. Ugh. Yeah, whatever.
Ah.
I gotta find some magica potions or something.
I'm wondering if my pitch shifter still works.
No, I can't cast Banish Daedra. Oh, well, the search goes on. I can't cast Banish Daedra. Oh my god. Hi. Oh no. This is what happens when you turn into a bunny and Link to the Past. Oh my god. Okay, so this is just saying... Alright, so this is the quest where it's like, okay, I need a special item, but I don't know where that item is, so you need to go to one of two places to figure out where it is. So this is a long multi-part quest, so yeah, we can do this. We'll kill some time, maybe get a level or two. Oh! Go to the Hold of Mooring first. Oh, do I still have stuff in my inventory? Oh, what?
There's still specs, telegram specs.
Telegram specs? What?
I'm trying to get him to look at telegram.
Oh. Bex, look at telegram. Steal.
Was I hard to hear?
You're hard to understand. Other Elven. Oh! I like this little spot. It looks cool.
Is that better?
Well, you're back to normal, yeah.
Okay. I thought I had turned pitch shift off.
Oh! I thought you were doing a bit.
Nah.
What's this? Mithril Claymore? I've already got Mithril. I need Adamantium. This is a cozy little place. Man, 580 gold for a book. Can you imagine if, like, normal books in the later games cost that much? Remember they're like 5 gold. Unless they, you know, get you a skill point or something. Iron Adamantium. Oh, Adamantium Longsword! Yes! Which means... That was still almost new. Okay, and then a Mithril Round Shield? Oh, yes. Only 2 armor? Hmm. I wonder what the point of better materials for shields is then, if they don't really do anything.
Special properties.
What was that?
Spell deflection. Spell deflection?
Maybe.
Here, I'm gonna move the microphone. Let me know if this is better for you.
That sounds okay.
I wish I knew what this sounded like. Oh wow, that's quiet.
Yeah, I've got you boosted to like 120 right now.
I think I have to find the sweet spot on this thing.
Well, I think you're okay for the, as far as the stream goes. Oh.
I'll play with it some.
This kite shield is one of Bedane Hawksley's lesser works, ranking below his famous wand of verbosity and craftsmanship, and not even close to a masterpiece of sheer audacity like his scissors of styling. Still, this kite shield shows Bedane Hawksley's distinctive style and the many small touches he puts on all his work. The embossed brass fittings with his signature stamp, the unusual choice of enameled finish, and especially the mellow amber sparkling along the exterior flow lines. Onlay from the Conclave of Evelyn. Oh. Which I think means it doesn't actually tell me where it is. Oh, the Conclave of Evelyn is... Okay, I thought that meant... Alright, cool. Alright, so now we have a lead on what the kite shield actually is. I gotta find my way out of here. Yeah, if you weren't around for last night's stream, we did some Vermintide 2, and got our asses handed to us by the Chaos Wastes. Specifically, a Minotaur. Was it a Minotaur? Anyway, it was a big monster, a tank-like monster, who just, like, threw both of us off the edge of a cliff. And it's like, well, there's all that gone. So, afterward, I decided to go into the Chaos Waste myself and give it another shot. And wouldn't you know it, the exact same thing happened. That's actually the one thing I always hated about Left 4 Dead, both 1 and 2, I guess. Is like, there are certain areas where a tank can attack you and just like toss you across the level and you're just like instantly dead because you fall off a building or something. And Vermintide 2 can be very spiteful when it comes to that, where it's just like we were in a spot where the special effect of the level we were on was that, oh, there's a baleful creature that's hunting us, and we can attack it to like make it go away, but it'll never like permanently disappear until we finish the level. And I thought that it was, you know, monsters, minotaurs, rat ogres and stuff, because we fought 3 of the fucking things in a row. No, it's just like this floating, like, it looks like a Blightstormer or something that floats around very slowly and has red eyes and disappears when you just, you know, shoot it once. But no, we fought so many fucking monsters in a row that I thought that's what the threat was. And then
in fact, it was gravity.
It was gravity, in fact, yeah. Well, I mean, gravity and an assist to push us into gravity. And you know what they say, it's not the fall, it's the sudden stop at the end. I don't know what I'm talking about. This music is very loud.
I think I fixed the microphone settings. I should be clear now.
Cool, yeah, you sound pretty good. And you're not too loud on the stream as far as I can tell.
Cool.
But, chat, let me know if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I have a new microphone, and we theoretically solved the interference problem by moving the router. Go figure. But this is a entirely different microphone with a sweet spot, and I think I found it.
I think I'll have to actually turn you down just a bit. You're a little booming, but I think your volume's okay. Yeah, he's a little overdriven. Let me find where the fuck I put OBS/Discord here. Here it is. Yeah, you were at 160% on my end. All right, say something now.
Oh, that's probably was too much. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. That sounds good. You're not overdriven. You're at a good volume. So this is a cool place.
Yeah.
We're at the Great Deku Tree. Everybody, he's dead.
Just like in real life.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh.
That's a lot of werebore.
Oh, they were werebore. I wasn't even paying attention. I thought they sounded weird. Yes, you too can actually become a werebore in this game. I don't know how.
That
I should look
sounds
that up.
terrible.
Yeah, it's not the fun kind like in Skyrim. It's the you turn every month during. Actually, since there's 2 moons, there are 2 full moons, and they happen one right after the other, like 4 days apart. So yeah, then you go crazy and you have to kill people to not die or something. But I mean, there's not really any NPCs in this game, so I guess that's an easier proposition.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you know, you could talk about the Skyrim port of Daggerfall that we watched a bit of.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So, yeah. It starts you up in Privateer's Hold, just like in Daggerfall. And I'm really angry that he found a mithril dagger right away, which just looked like, you know, a glass dagger you'd find in Skyrim except blue. and he got his ass kicked by one of the thieves that are there, because that's what happens in Daggerfall as well, unless you're like really well prepared or can just sneak past him. And then he got out of Privateer's hold, and it's like, oh, the world is just a flat plain, a very large flat plain, more or less, and Daggerfall is the actual city is all there, and it's just a big city with a bunch of houses, and I don't know if it's necessarily a very good experience. It looks kind of janky, or jankier than, you know, base Daggerfall is. You
Yeah.
might as well just play, you know, Daggerfall Unity. And it's only the main quests, apparently. There's not much beyond that. But still, it's an interesting project. This dungeon is not a bore to play through. There's boars everywhere. This is it's sometimes a wolf to play through. I mean, I guess that's something.
That was hammy.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I should leave now.
Yes. as I scoot you out the door, yes, yes, yes. So hey, how about that wolf movie, huh?
We talked about that a bit, and I watched the trailer, and I really like the animation style. But yeah, it's total furry bait.
I find it interesting that it's based off a kid's book. It looks like the style of kids' books when I was a kid. There was one book in particular I'm specifically remembering where it was like the story of the big bad wolf and the three little pigs, but the gimmick was that like the wolf was actually the good guy, and like he had like a cold or something, and so he like goes to court with, you know, the three little pigs like sue him in court, and he has to like defend himself like, no, I just had a cold, I didn't mean to huff and puff and blow their house down, it was a mistake. But it was kind of in the same style as the book Bad Guys or whatever it's called. Why are there always these lampposts underwater? Are they floating? Are they anchored? It's weird. Yeah, I need to look that up and see when it came out. But I mean, you know, like Shrek was a kid's book at first. They all these stories seem to have come from like that era in the 90s where it's like, okay, kids' stories are passé. We need to reinvent things by kind of flipping them on their head. I wonder if I can find the one dungeon I played of this game 10 years ago, where I got like, I had to run past a wraith that I couldn't damage, and all I got was just an underwater area that was a dead end that I almost drowned in, and then I had to literally cheat to get back out because the wraith was in the way and I couldn't get past it. Fun times. There was another kids book I'm just now remembering. I don't think I read it, or I wasn't interested in it, but I remember it being like really popular with the girls in my school. It was like Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, except Snow White was like a singer and the dwarves were like jazz players or something. That's all I remember about it. All I remember is like I don't even remember the title, just the premise. I was more of a Goosebumps kid.
Huh. You ever read Fear Street?
No, I think we talked about this before. That was the older kids version of Goosebumps, right?
I think so.
I think at that point I was just straight up reading novels, so.
I mean, in the heyday of Goosebumps, I was reading Clue, but I was a nerd.
You know, I think I might have actually read a Clue book or something akin to it. I remember specifically the illustrations. It was like a black and white illustration. So like every character, like Mrs. Plum and Colonel Mustard or whatever, had a different pattern of like ink lines on them to differentiate themselves. And I remember being really confused on who Mr. Body was supposed to be because he was like all white or something. Is that what they were like? Were they illustrated or were they actual novels?
The ones I read weren't illustrated. It was just like a collection of little short stories, random mysteries, like who ate the muffin or who bent Mr. Body's Bentley, and it always ended with who killed Mr. Body.
That escalated.
Well, I mean, it's Clue. That's just how it goes.
Well, I kind of figured, I was gonna say, like, I mean, it's about murdering Mr. Body, right? And then you're like, oh no, who ate the muffin? And it's like, I don't know, who did eat the muffin? Oh wait, now we're up to murder now.
Because every mini novel like starts out Mr. Body's throwing a party, so the guests come over and shenanigans happen. And then it escalates to who killed Mr. Body, and then the next book starts. And he's like, "Oh, that was just me doing a trick. I faked it." But all my guests are back.
We're just gonna ignore that little incident and move on. I think I mentioned this. Oh, go ahead.
Wasn't as funny or as endearing as the movie, but they were still good books.
The only like mystery books I remember reading, I did read a couple of like the new Hardy Boys novels, or not novels, books, but there was one I specifically remember from grade school, and I can't remember the name of it, but the premise was that it was like a brother and sister who were like solving mysteries or something. And I don't know what the sister's deal was. Maybe I don't like they each had a talent, and the boy's talent was that he was like really good at drawing, like super fast, like super accurate, super fast. He was like a camera basically. And I don't know why they didn't just have a camera, but the premise was like, okay, here's a mystery. The boy is gonna like write something or draw like the scene really fast, and then you have to like look at the scene that he drew and figure out what the mystery like how to solve the mystery. And the one specifically I remember was there was something going on with a like a haunted house ride. Like the kind where you would like, sit in a little car and it would like, go through a bunch of like spooky scenes or something. And the scene he drew was like down like a spooky hallway, and you could see all the doors on the side, but the detail that let you know what happened and solve the mystery was that one of the doorknobs had a shadow underneath it. Like, all the other doors were fake, except for this one, which was real. And that was like, oh, this is the door that the robber used to hide in or something. Like, all the other doors are fake, but this one is real. And that's how you could tell, just because it had a shadow underneath it, where the rest didn't. And that was a lot of talking for not a big payoff, but that's basically what that the book series was like. You ever read the Hardy Boys?
Yeah, I have one of their novels from like 1970 something.
Oh, really cool. Classics. Yeah, I read a few from the 90s where they were trying to reinvent themselves and stay relevant. And they did this by putting in robots.
I mean, that's how Johnny Quest stayed relevant. They added VR.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But no, it's like the Hardy Boys are oh, hey, we're guests on a movie set, and oh, they're filming a sci-fi movie, and oh no, the prop robot's gone out of control, and he's like gonna kill somebody, and we got to figure out who done it.
I like how that infers that the special effects department was so advanced that they created an autonomous AI robot.
I mean, the thing was, it was, it ends up being remote controlled, but yeah, it's like, why didn't anyone, like, consider that maybe it's being remote controlled and not going out of control when the whole, like, it's a fucking remote controlled robot. It's like that scene in Wes Craven's New Nightmare where the remote control hand goes out of control, and it's like, it's remote controlled. Figure out who's controlling it. It's like, I don't know. I mean, the whole point of that was it was a dream sequence, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but they did, and the controls were like spewing blood or something, if I remember correctly.
Well, okay, there. Then you solved the mystery. Now you can know it's supernatural, or whatever, or you've got another clue to go off of. I don't know. Yeah, that's literally all I remember about those books, because funnily enough, I was listening to a podcast about like bad books, and they were going over like, oh, what did you read when you were a kid? Like, oh, I read Nancy Drew, or I read Buster Brown's Encyclopedia's Adventures or whatever. And they talked about the new Hardy Boys, and they actually talked about that specific book that I specifically remember. And I don't remember anything about it other than like what they said, because there's not much to it, and all I remember was that there was a robot, and I didn't remember anything else.
No, probably not all that much to remember. It's the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing. It's like I want to say I have fond memories of that series, but like I don't remember anything about it. So, well, that's a cool trick. How'd they get a torch to do that? Well, that was pointless. I'm a big fan. I'm excited to see this game. I'm a big Elder Scrolls fan, but haven't played anything pre-Morrowind. Well, hey, Solmarin. Thanks for joining the I was going to say the chat, but thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for being in the chat. Hope you enjoy. Yes, this is this is a very janky game, but it has a strangely large amount of charm to it. We're just going to be stuck here in a dungeon for like an hour. I hope that's okay. There could be something in this stack of nonsense here, but look at this. Who builds this?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, let's see here. What haven't I explored? Gone through all 3 levels of the elevator. Damn it, I always do that wrong. There we go. Don't think I have to go underwater again, thank God. So yeah, Samarin, if you're not familiar with Daggerfall, all these dungeons are procedurally generated. There's thousands of them in the game, literally. And they're all just a tangled spaghetti mess like this one. And that's why they started handcrafting things with Morrowind. Because this is a nightmare. Sometimes I get lucky and I find my objective within like 3 minutes, like I did with the Lich I fought earlier. Sometimes I get stuck for hours. I haven't gone here. Oh, I'm way over here now. Despairingly massive. That is a good adjective. Yeah. It's literally the size of Great Britain. It's like tens of thousands of square kilometers. Thousands of cities. And it's all flat, and I've actually got a couple mods that make things a little better by adding procedural roads between major cities. And it also kind of adds a bumpiness to the landscape, so it's not just completely flat and, like you said, despairingly blank, I guess. Yeah, this is I'm running Daggerfall Unity, which is a source port of the original game. And that lets me do some cool things like add mods, and I've got some nice little graphical enhancements here. I'm actually running in a forced retro mode, which reduces the internal resolution to 640 by 480, or whatever the widescreen equivalent of that is. And some color boosting, some paletization, some ambient occlusion. Oh, here's another. Oh, that's where that goes. Okay, there's the entrance. Well, never mind. Shoot. Well, I haven't gone down there. Oh, you know what? I got to show this off real quick. So, let's see. So, these dungeons are randomly generated, right? Look at what gets generated along with that. Just like these little empty bits and pieces that just float everywhere. This game is insane. Just little crispy bits just floating. Alright, let's see. Where was I looking at? Empty room. Oh, there's something up there I haven't looked at. An endless cough syrup fever dream. Yeah, basically. Oh, where was that door? Oh, shoot, I missed it. It's up there. Okay. Oh, I call bullshit. I call bullshit. I got a mod that, like... Okay. Now I hear it. Yeah, I've got a mod that, like, that makes secret doors emit, like, a gusty noise. Because otherwise, they're completely invisible. Look at this. There's not a... There's a seam on this, but it's, like, so... Like, you'd never know. You'd basically have to go clicking everywhere just to see it. And, oh, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. It's behind a secret door with no seam. Oh, this fucking game. This is undoubtedly Badane Hawksley's kite shield. Alright, we found it. God damn it, this fucking game. Alright. It was you, right? Yeah. Who are you? Oh, good heavens, I remember now. Badane Hawksley's kite shield, of course. And here it is. Well, as it happens, while you were gone, I had quite a breakthrough in my research. You see, it wasn't the azimuth vectors at all. The key to the whole problem is actually... Well, the point is, I no longer need the kite shield. It is a beautiful piece of work, though, isn't it? Why don't you keep it, since you went through all the trouble to find it for me? If you'll excuse me, I must get back to work. Well, that's cool. I wonder what it does. Let's find out. Anything else I need identifying? Nope, guess not. It is a kite shield of friendship. Okay. I guess that increases my personality. Oh, whatever, I'll wear it until it wears out. Despite being leather and not adamantium or mithril, it does have one more armor. So, okay. Guess I'll just cycle back between the Mage's Guild and the Fighter's Guild and get my skills up. I unironically really like this song. Except for the jingling in my right ear. I could do without that. Ooh, I gotta sell shit. Oh, but I gotta...
Yes, you do.
Yes! Yeah! Here's another cool thing. There are actually seasons in this game, and they actually make a difference. Like, this place would normally be, like, you know, grassland, but it's the middle of winter right now. In fact, it's 12th of Sun's Dawn, which is, like... I'm gonna take a guess here and say that's January, but I could be wrong. It never really comes up in the other games, so I never had a chance to memorize what the months were, but... Oh, wait a minute. That's too fancy. Let's see. There we go. This guy will buy for more than the other guy. Look at all this garbage. It's garbage day. 9,706 gold. You are paid with a letter of credit. Oh, probably because I can't hold that much gold. Holy shit.
Yeah, you are kind of loaded.
Interesting. How much do I have? I have 17,000 gold pieces on me. Yeah, that would explain it. Okay. Oh, no, I don't want to drop it. Wagon. 17,292.
Probably should head to the bank.
Well, I mean, my cart isn't buckling under its own weight yet, so I'm okay for a little while.
But you have 100,646 gold just sitting in the cart.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's going to get stolen or anything. At least I don't think so. Everything good for sale? Iron? Leather? What is this, the Middle Ages? Any pawn shops? Jewelry? Bank of Daggerfall. Like, if I deposit it, then it'll be stuck here in Daggerfall. Then I gotta... Hey! A bookstore! I got books to sell. Hell yeah. I'm easily distracted. Let's go.
You just want to listen to music more.
Well, you're not wrong. There it is! All skillfully crafted. Hey, buddy. Oh, you don't buy books. You just sell them, huh? Okay. I see how it is. King Edward. Mara's... Oh, Maris. I thought that said Maris Tirbizen. I didn't. Okay, whatever. A lot of Baron's Eyes here. History of the Empire. Arcade the God by unknown author. King Edward Fool's Enemy, The Real Baron's Eye. That's like the only 3 books in this game. Anyway, alright, what time is it? 16:26? Yeah, Mage's Guild should still be open. No, Fighter's Guild, that's where I'm going, yeah. List. Gotta train that archery, so I'm not useless at it. Training, yes, archery. What is my archery at anyway? 31%? Is that all? Jeez. Running is at 38. I've been running this entire game. This destruction's going up. Wow, stealth is surprisingly good, despite me never actually going into stealth mode.
Huh.
Howdy, Juniper. If you got a 2 days free, a job just came in for some giant killing. I thought of you. Interested? Alright, well, there seems there's... Okay, I'm not going to do this. There's this giant moved to the ruins of Wicking Farmstead a while back and has been having a fine old time feasting on Evalabeth Hearthcrop's sheep in the area. Have we not done this? I feel like I've been to the ruins of Wicking Farmstead and, like, Evalabeth Hearthcrop's sheep. Ate a few of the local villagers, too, I guess. Didn't seem too concerned about that. She just likes her sheep. Yeah, I'll do it. Let me...
I guess it's entirely possible randomizer just randomly put this back together again.
Well, I mean, so there's like, what? I looked it up, like 4,000 or 5,000 dungeons in the game, spread out between 22 provinces. So, I mean, math is hard, but, I mean, you know, it's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible. Look at this fucking snow! Look at, it's just, oh, it's so, look at it, it's just, in the glow of the lamplight, it's just, oh my god. Oh god. Oh, fuck! What? No! Wait, are we, wait, are we in Daggerfall City? Oh fuck, oh shit.
Yes.
Oh fuck. Oh god, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. I didn't realize where we were. It scared the shit out of me. No! Where's the gate? Oh. Oh.
So, for those who don't know, King Lysandas's ghost will run around Daggerfall City at night, screaming vengeance, and will pretty much destroy you. It's not the gate.
I know, but I've never been into any of these. I kind of want to... I mean... Ah! Oh. Oh yeah, so in the Skyrim version of Daggerfall, King Lysandas doesn't show up and kill you. No, he summons a fucking, like, squad of ghost buddies, and then they kill you.
I mean, he does the same thing here, but he's a bit more hands-on.
Yeah, also, it's, like, not the original voice file, so it's just some guy going, Vengeance. They closed the doors! Oh god, they've closed the doors at night, I forgot. Oh,
If only you
fuck.
could climb.
Yeah, if only I could climb on my horse. No, let's see, I'm far enough away. Wicking. Ruins of Wicking Farmstead. I do remember this. Maybe it wasn't this file, maybe it was my other game I was playing, but there's also a Wicking Farmstead, and I got the two confused.
Wait, are you level 10 now?
No, a screen would have popped up. I'm still level 9.
Oh.
Is that not it? Oh, that is it. Oh, okay. Alright, we gotta go kill a giant. Oh! Nice cube. This body has no treasure. Oh, that reminds me. I keep meaning to watch the begun of Tigton with you guys. And I keep forgetting to bring it up. I watched it a few days ago. The ghost wizard gives Tigton a quest, and he's like, you must bring these seeds to the blacksmith or whatever, and he will forge a great sword. And Tigton's like, what stakes are there? And the wizard is like, there are no stakes. Like. Like, it's a really important thing to be said. I don't know. It's a funny little show. Apparently got put on Adult Swim, and I didn't realize it, that there was an actual series. That's it? This can't be it. Oh. Mod isn't working very well, or else I'm going deaf. Whoa, what is this? What is this? What is this janky little hallway? What? Oh my god! Or books I can't sell. Hey, buddy. Just gonna float in there. No, it was a secret teleporter all along. Yeah, the blacksmith is played by Mike Stoklasa. He's got a great line. And I can't remember what it is. He gets thrown into a furnace and he's like, no, my life and my entire civilization, or something like that. And it's also got Bill Corbett as the ghost wizard. Deja vu. Bop-a-dee-ba-dee-boo. You know, we said we were gonna do the main quest, didn't we?
Yeah, once you hit level 10.
Yes, once I hit level 10, there's the rub. Can't do anything till we do that, which is why we're doing side quests instead. Oh, right here. Okay. So, right and then down. Okay. What is that noise? Him. He's dead now. This is just
hell
the
is that?
fucking... It's the Atronach dungeon.
Iron Atronach. That's. I was gonna say that's new, but that would be incorrect.
Yeah, no, I thought the same thing. Oh, hi. Another suspicious skull. Yeah, monsters just make random noises. Sometimes they growl at you through the walls. Sometimes they open doors or make the sound that they're open doors. Sometimes they jingle coins in their hands. They just, they're, you know, they're doing their own thing. Oh, see? Money. The Dwarf Fortress Lever Room. Oh yeah, so what's going on with that? You said you were going to play Link to the Past, right? Tomorrow?
Yeah. But I also said Dwarf Fortress tomorrow, so...
We'll do a side-by-side stream. Oh, hey, Giant. Okay, time for more Giants.
You got him.
I got him. This was a short dungeon. Yeah, yeah, probably not tomorrow, but that's something I need to start thinking about.
Let's aim for Tuesday.
Okay.
And I'll do Zelda tomorrow.
That sounds good. Yeah, I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Like, just, like, start up a new game and go from the beginning. Figure out what kind of graphics set I'm gonna use.
See, I would say it was the most comfortable setup for you and just kind of do what you normally do. Because, I mean, the game in and of itself gives a lot to talk about. Okay, so the sorcerer summoned the Atronach. The Atronach lost its shit and killed the summoner, and then attacked you.
Well, it just says, okay, it doesn't say what it was. Oh, hi. I think these were just, like, two enemies side by side, but, like, I mean, I think the last time I played, I got the situation where I was in, like, a, you know, an alchemical lab or whatever, and the entire area was full of, you know, summoners and wizards and Atronachs, but they're not on the same side, so it's like, you know, a battle mage or whatever will spawn next to an Atronach and they'll start fighting. They just hate each other. I don't know. Boop, 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 boop. A lot of Daedra hearts. Wait, what was that? Oh.
I almost make a sandwich.
It burns so good. Woohoo. Oh, mithril. Oh, iron. Pure water. A magic flail.
Pure yellow water.
Pure as the urinated upon snow. Ooh, iron flail of life stealing. If I use flails, that might mean something. It's really fascinating to me how similar this game is to the later games in the series, but how obtuse everything is.
Like the later games in the series.
Well, I mean, the later games in the series will at least kind of introduce things. Like here, it's like, when I heard about this game, I was like, you know, I always heard about, oh, you know, this has a really good spell-making system. And it's like, well, I know that's similar to the later games, but it's such an obtuse way of getting to that point that I didn't really know how to do it. It's like first you gotta survive Privateer's Hold, then you gotta find a city, like, and there's thousands of them, like, where do you go? And does it have a Mage's Guild or not? Well, that's sometimes not is the case, sometimes it isn't. You know what I mean? It's like, just finding your way to a Mage's Guild is hard enough, and then you have to do a bunch of quests for them before you even get access to the Spellmaker. Oh wait, or don't you? I think you just need to be like a member. I don't know. Stuff like that, and like, now, it's like, I only know that because I followed a guide. And now I'm in the situation where I don't know what to do about enchanting. Because as far as I know, enchanting is the same as in the later games where you cast Soul Trap, and then you kill a thing, and then if you've got a soul gem on you, you get the soul. But soul gems don't just drop like they do in later games. You can't just find them. I've never seen one. I know they're for sale. But it's like, okay, do you spend the money to get all those souls? And like they sell ones that are good, but do you have to do it yourself? And I don't know. And then the enchanting itself, it's like there's no energy bar on these weapons or anything. It's not like in later games where it's like, okay, there's a set amount of charges you can have, and then when it's out, you got to recharge it. Here it's like, okay, well, the item just loses its integrity. It you know, stuff fails over time, and eventually it's going to be useless. It'll just kind of, you know, unequip itself. And then you can't use it anymore. But how long does it get to that point? I don't know. Is it worth it to spend, you know, tens of thousands of gold to get a good sold? Or what do I don't know. It's kind of like a mysterious system. Also, we're done here. I'm just fucking around. Hello. Hey, here's a map to the ruins of Ashford Manor that one of the other chaps found the other day. If I was a couple years younger, we could tear through it together, just like the old days. Hail the Giant Killer! I knew he was the right for the one for the job. Here's the gold. Thanks, Dad. Hey, speaking of gold. Trade me. It's still 31%. It's still 31%. It's still 31%. What am I paying for? That's another thing. I don't know how skills work. There's this really obtuse method to leveling up. And sometimes these are like blue, and I thought that meant they were being boosted by something, but now that's not the case. And I know you can't train over 50%, but in archery it's not going up. Is it what's my agility? My agility is 53, so you'd think I could at least get up to 53? I don't know. 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 Oh, I'm about to die of stamina. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, I can't tell how far these are along either, so I don't know. How close am I to level 10? I don't know. I don't know. This is Daggerfall. Wow. Well, maybe another Knights of the Dragon quest then.
Actually, I had a thought. Are the trainers leveled like in the other games?
No, so they can level up to 50%, I think, or 51%. But the amount they charge depends on your level, so it's 100 gold per level. Ah! Let me introduce myself. I've talked to you like 10 times. I am Andon Yomsley of the Knights of the Dragon. Seems there's a band of orcs holed up around here. The glory of Daggerfall will go to whoever wipes them out. Can I count on you? You don't need to kill every single orc in the band, just the one that matters. Just get a decent number of them, be sure to kill their leader, Goth. I happen to know that they are holed up in the Belladiosa Coven. Oh, a coven. If you're not back in 17 days, I'll sing your praises at the funeral ceremony. Covens! That's another thing that's interesting about this game. There are witches' covens. One for each province, I think. And you can use them to summon Daedra if you're not a member of a guild that can do that. Belladiosa. Trip cost 0. Oh, that's right, because I'm a member of the Knights of the Dragon. I get free lodging everywhere. See movement in the underbrush. Well, it's a dungeon. Oh, hey. This is what Boris Johnson looks up really close up. I'm sorry for that joke. Oh, God! Oh, little porkers. Oh, oh. Let's do this properly. Left hand. Alright. Look, all my magicka. The fuck? We're in Pee-wee's Playhouse. Hello? Well, wish me luck. So, climbing seems to be working again. I don't know why it stopped working. And I talked about this before, but alchemy is a thing that's really mysterious in this game. Like, alchemy ingredients are fucking everywhere. Like, but potions are not. I found maybe like 10 potions this entire time. And, don't worry about it. It's like, how do you brew potions? Well, you join the Dark Brotherhood. And they have potion-making capabilities, but literally, there's like one other place that does. I think like maybe witch covens do, or something like that. But it's like really hard to like find a place to brew potions. They're incredibly rare. So it's like, I don't even bother. I just got like tens of thousands of gold worth of ingredients here. I just sell them off and don't worry about it, because it's a really obtuse system. Let's go here first. Then again, you know, I haven't actually been reading the books in game. No, you're a Twitch violation. Stop it. It's the world's slowest elevator. So to summon Daedra Lords, you have to do it on a very specific day. And that's something I guess you would learn from, like, reading the books and whatnot. Which I haven't been doing. So maybe the books tell you how to brew potions?
It's possible.
This place is stupid. Alright, I'm just leaving that there. I can climb faster. What? Who would make a place like this? Who? Witches, that's who. Let's see if I repel. There we go. What? A fucking gate? Hey, oh! Well. Well. That was probably my target. Let's not go down that way again. Let's be really sneaky. Go boop. Go boop. Go boop. And go boop. Oh.
Nice.
See, sometimes I just, well, okay, ever since I turned off small dungeons, like, I feel like I've been getting way luckier. I don't know, it seems like I just stumble across the objective early on more often than not. Like, I was incredibly lucky, like, I just happened to get killed and then reloaded exactly where I needed to be. Hey, Resto Kiki, what's going on?
Hey, Resto.
Dungeons. More dungeons than you can shake a stick at. Just trying to get up to level 10 so I can continue the main quest. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, good. I'm not too far away. Ah. It's the funny wall. Alright, that was the Knights of the Dragon in Daggerfall.
You did set an anchor.
I didn't. I tried doing it, but
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't, yeah.
Huh. Weird.
I forgot.
Sure.
I gotta know what's in these.
I'm gonna
I don't know
guess
what's in
those are like guard barracks.
Probably. Why is it gotta fail every time? Alright, let's let's turn this in first just in case being arrested kicks me out of the Knights of the Dragon.
And save.
Yes. Oops. I hate that you can rotate this. I mean, it's probably a useful feature. It's just I keep right-clicking by mistake and getting it slightly off kilter, and it's annoying. What time is it anyway? 7:20. You guys sleep in? Yeah, you do. 11 o'clock. I did it. Good show. The merchant's already telling me how happy you are with the orcs gone. You are credit to the order. Thanks, Dad. Right. North.
Don't you need to sleep to level up?
Yeah. But I sleep when I fast travel.
Oh.
So if I would have leveled up, I would have already happened. Alright, damn it. I already saved. Oh. Oh. Look at this. Architecture. It's empty. Wow. That's probably a good thing, otherwise I would have been arrested. Where's the nearest gate? This way. Winter music. Okay, what are the odds of that? What are the odds of actually casting this? 20 plus 2 per level! Oh, I gotta make a better open spell! That's like less than, that's like what, 48%? That's garbage! Yeah, this is kind of Final Fantasy-ish. Finish. Alright. No, wait. I could just bash it open. Then I can make a better open spell. That's it? I thought it would lead to the top of the wall or something. There's no way up here. Except to climb. Neat architecture, though. Alright, Mage's Guild. Make a better open spell. Do some training. Do another quest. This doesn't seem structurally sound, but I mean, I don't know. What do I know? Okay, training. Restoration. Yes. Spellmaker. delete the old one first. 132 magicka. God damn. Alright, open. That's one less magicka than I actually have. This is so garbage. That's still only 90%. Well, better than 48. And it scales up better with my levels, so... Okay. Quest me. I need someone who can cast the open spell. Well... Well, that's a start. The job I need for you is quite simple. Even a child could probably do it, but here you are, a local merchant. Gwynasa Wixley bought an antique chest, but has been able to get it open. Best locksmiths in Daggerfall have tried and failed, so she's asked us if we could help. Now, we really don't have time for such trifling matters, but the guild could use your patronage, so I agreed to send someone. From what I'm told, it sounds like one of Andorian Wixley's trick boxes. He made Is that his daughter or something? At least it's not the same person. He made hundreds of them in his day, mainly as gifts for his friends, and they still turn up from time to time, as the workmanship is outstanding. Where was I? Oh yes, well, the secret to these boxes is that they are almost impossible to open in any way, except by the use of the simple, standard open spell. He specifically made them resistant to the fancy alternative spells his friends like to use. Yes, he tended to waste his considerable talents on jokes like this. A real shame. Well, run along. Alright, this is actually a trick. I have to buy specifically the open spell. The fact that I just made an open spell does not count. So, I think this is the one I actually... Yeah, this is the same one I just deleted from my spell book. Whatever. Okay. So, we've got the base open spell plus one that actually works. Oops. Let's see. Gwynasa Wixley. Do you know where Gwynasa Wixley is? Hello, my friend. Listen, I don't give directions to people who talk to me like that. What, normally? Eh, whatever. I guess I can tell you it's not too far to the east if you don't mind walking. Yes, I didn't put many points into personality. Although that shield has actually given me quite a bit. But I'm considered charming. Oh, that's actually good. Normally it was like 30. This is actually a good boost. I think I have something else that will give me better personality. Yeah, this like a friendship. I guess not. Oh, hello. Oh, she works at Daggerfall's best pawnbrokers. Which is... this? Oh, it's Modern Spices. Oh, there it is. Alright, to the east and the south. A magic horse, nay. time is it? Oh, it's already that late. Nice. A pawn shop. I can sell all my junk. Assume you're the one I wanted to talk to. The Mages Guild sent you? Very good. I knew my old friend Agrista Greensmith wouldn't let me down. Here's the box. I hope you have some idea of how to open it. I'm at my wit's end.
Do you know anyone that refers to someone with their full name?
Well, I mean, you know, when you got tens of millions of NPCs, you kind of have to use both of them at all times. I don't know.
I had a friend in school who did that.
Oh, that
refer
sounds...
to someone by both names.
That sounds really awkward.
A little bit, yeah. But it's like, I don't go around like, hey, have you seen my friend here, John ZombieCat?
John ZombieCat. Well, I mean, if you knew a lot of Johns or a lot of ZombieCats, I guess it would be useful.
You're the only one.
I'm the only one. You should tell that to the people who keep using my email address to sign up for things. As you cast open on the chest, the lid springs open and an imp flies out. Happy birthday, Lasora Ashing, you old fart! The imp cackles in a naturally... Sorry. Happy birthday, Lasora Ashing, you old fart! The imp cackles in an unnaturally deep, gravelly voice. Spell effect failed. Fuck everything. I mean, it worked, but it didn't work, you know what I mean? Oh, I could sell that Warhammer. Wagon. Yeah, here we go. And I guess I'm never gonna wear these clothes. Because they got an awesome Khajiit cat suit right here.
Made of the finest Khajiit.
Okay.
I mean, you laugh, but...
well, I mean, Khajiit in this game don't have fur, so that'd just be more unsettling than anything. It'd just be black leather, but they don't have black skin, so I don't know. Anyway, gold. I didn't get to do anything. I didn't get to cast a single sword!
What the? Is that the imp from the box?
It must be. Scared the shit out of me. Ow. You little bastard. I guess no one saw that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm actually curious now of how many different names there are in this game, or how many different possible names there can be, and how many duplicates there are. Because literally every person on the street has their own unique name. Like this guy, his name is Alabane Greenton. Oh, hello. Over here we got Uthard Moorham and Gwynassa Hearthhouse, and she shares a first name with the person we just, you know, finished the quest for. Then there's this guy who's just kind of wandering out here on the moors. It's Mordric Wickham. A lot of hams. And there's this guy, he's stuck. Here, Mr. Copperslide, do you know how to help me get off this place? Oh. I was watching a video the other day that basically did the math on YouTube's URL algorithm and basically how many unique URLs you could have for a YouTube video. It ended up being something in the quintillions. But I mean, that's what was it, base 64 times 11, so 11 to the 64th power, or something like that. Here it's just like how many names do you have? That'd just be like 2 to the somethingth power. I don't know. Enchanter, leave me in peace and run along. I have work to do, and so do you, if I'm not mistaken. What? Am I not finished? Aren't you... Yeah, you're a Grister Greensmith. Do I have to go back in and talk to the lady now that the imp is out?
Maybe. The NPC faces are something special, absolutely.
Yeah, you should have seen the eyeless oracle I had to escort once. That was something.
Eyeless?
Hmm?
Eyeless?
Yeah. Yeah, she was just an old crone with no eyes. And she wasn't the kind of person who would, like, you know, wear a blindfold or, like, keep them closed. So she just, like, had gaping sockets. It was interesting.
Gross.
Hey, so, tell Agrister Greensmith I appreciate him sending you to help, I guess. Of course, if I'd known what was inside, it might not have been so eager to open it. I needed your permission? Yeah, okay, whatever. Hey. Nay. 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 The lost art of circle strafing showcased here. And forevermore. Whoa. 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 Okay, that was not good. Drifting in the snow.
What do you want? Oh yes, the trick box. I trust it didn't give you any difficulty. A little good publicity for the Mages Guild and all that, right? Jolly good.
You. Must give yourself time to reflect on what you've trained. I think you only do that every 3 hours. So, maybe I'll go to the Fighters Guild and sleep and see if I've leveled up. They offer free room and board. Well, not board. You can buy food at the taverns. I don't think it does anything. Except maybe heal you? I don't actually know. Yeah, I wasn't paying too close attention to, jumping and restoration has been improved. I wasn't paying attention to the layout of the city in that, Skyrim video. I wonder how closely it hews to the overall design of Daggerfall City itself. Every once in a while we get an idiot like this client. Some fool left his back door open and a wild animal got in. He seems rather confused as to whether it's a bear or a tiger, but in either case, it wanted to eat him. We need you to go and slay the animal. Your standard fee is 693 gold. Good. Go to the Gerham residence in Longtail Heights. I'll give you 20 days! I think he'd be dead by then. Alright, Longtail Heights it is. Well, at least it's not here in town, because otherwise I would have had to find the place and, like, dodged Lysandus. No. Did I get that wrong? I got that wrong. Longtail Heights. Oh, well, why didn't you give me a choice? Okay. Alright, this place isn't too bad. I can find it lickety-split. Or, actually, I could talk to people and get my, streetwise skill up. Or, I guess I couldn't. Okay. Oh, you wolfer. Aha! 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 Welcome. Hi. Hello, my friend. I hear you've got a tiger bear problem. I can certainly hear it. Why? It's just been living up here in the attic this entire time. Okay, that was easy.
You have to talk to the dude who owns the house.
Oh, you know what? That's
Like,
it's a good idea. Didn't think about that. Nope, I guess not. Hey, guess who forgot to cast anchor? It's me. Well, sun's dawn. Wow. Oh, way up there. You know, I was reading something about how the reason why horses are, like, fucked up, in the sense that, like, they're hardy animals, except when, like, you, like, breathe on them and they fall over dead. And the reason is because they only have one toe on each foot. Oh, I went way past it. The species they evolved from had, multiple toes, each with hooves on them, and this allowed them to maneuver easier, but it wasn't really very good for high speed. Horses are built for speed, basically. If you've got more toes, then your foot spreads out more, which makes it harder to get to a good speed. But these proto-ungulates or whatever, these proto-horses, they lived in forests. So having, you know, good footing and a good agility was more important than speed. But as the species moved out into open plains, then they started to evolve a single hoof on each foot. And that made them faster, but less maneuverable. And it also caused a whole bunch of other weird problems, like the fact that they can run so fast means they can't really breathe. when they're running. So instead, like, their blood, like, sloshes inside their body, and that kind of compresses their lungs and keeps them breathing. But that leads to all kinds of weird problems with, like, high blood pressure that can, like, rupture vessels, and, like, their bones are weird. Like, they got, like, bird-type bones where they have, like hollow bones for some reason. And that's why, like, breaking a leg on a horse is usually fatal. Not because they can't put their weight on their other legs, which is also difficult, but because it causes weird cardiovascular problems.
Yeah, not evolution. I think that's also partially inbreeding for purebred horses. Because, like, dogs, same thing. Like, if you look at a before and after of a species that's been purebred for a very long time, we fucking ruined a lot of breeds.
Oh, yeah. And it's the same thing. It's like they're bred to do one thing really well at the cost of, like, basically everything else. And, like, I don't know how inbred horses are. I'm sure they are. They must be, because they've had them domesticated for so many thousands of years. But, yeah, I don't know how much healthier a wild horse would have been, like, 10,000 years ago versus today.
Like, going back to the dog thing, we've created a bunch of breeds that are specifically, compact and tiny and look cute. But in doing that, we've stunted their muzzles and fucked up their whole respiratory system, like pugs.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently there's a thing called, a pot-cake dog? That's the name that's in, that's used commonly in, like, Southeast Asia or somewhere. But, basically, it's what you get when you let dogs breed indiscriminately for a long period of time. They kind of revert back to what their base breed is. And it's just, like, a simple-looking brown dog with, black extremities and, like, floppy ears, and it's called a pot-cake dog for whatever reason. Maybe that's just like a common dish or something. But yeah, they're like super healthy because all their all the weirdness has been bred out of them, and they're just like standard basic ass dogs that are super healthy, and yeah, they're just nice dogs. They're good dogs, Brett. God damn it. And a protection job. Client's name is Modester Moorford over at the Greenton residence, just up the street from here. Which direction? I ain't gonna tell you. He wants you over there right away. Seemed very agitated. You know the type. He'll give you the details. Oh, am I gonna be able to ask people where he is, or can I only give them your name for some reason? Oh, let's see. Modester Moorford. Where is... Oh, you're gonna actually tell me. I haven't got a clue. Can't ask you. You're too fucking stuck up. Alright, I gotta go outside and ask somebody. Hello. Where is... Why on Tamriel would I want you to know? Because I'm your friend? I'm your old acquaintance. The only Argonian you know? The only Argonian ever in this entire place? It's really easy. You want to go southeast of here. That's a big area. Horses are basically walking bombs. I'm on blunt. I don't know if that's bad. Hello, my friend. You're my friend. I want to talk to you normally, not bluntly. I wish I knew, Juniper. Could be anywhere. Could be on the moon. Could be on Secundus, for all I know.
I heard that name somewhere before, but I got no idea where.
Hey, you, Juniper. I'd help you if I could. Oh, you heard of me. Oh. Is that good or bad? I am the only Argonian, so I mean... Oh, cool, thank you. I do wonder if, like, I haven't explored too much of this game. I've basically been, like, Daggerfall, Rothgarian Mountains, and, like, Sentinel. Fuck it, you know what? After this quest, I'm gonna go down here and see what these places look like. Not like I'm on any kind of time limit here. Let's see. Greenton Residence. There it is. Oh, a cart. Whee! Also, he said it was, like, up the street from here. Like, up the street, there are no streets. This is down, and, like, just tell me where it is. Just tell me where it is. Quality Market. The Greenton Residence.
Hello. Oh. Oh my. Oh, haven't played in years.
Oh, this is the sauna room. Oh, what the fuck? Back off, mate. You do the same way we did the Modesta Muffet over there. You killed him? Am I too late? Oh, no.
There a
You know what?
note or something?
I don't know. Well, you know what? I mean, the wagon's right here. I might as well just load up on their garbage and... There we go. There. Mr. Man. Mrs. Lady? Many saunas. Oh no. There is a note. Oh, I seem to have them now. Got a lot of letters of credit. Interesting story. During the Civil War, a spy decided to sabotage some supplies by leaving a donkey with TNT strapped to it. Problem was the donkey tried to follow them back to their camp. That sounds about right. This is what happens to people who don't listen to my warning is... Oh, that's not an apostrophe. That's such a weird G. Periweir Moorsley. Okay. Well, this might be a multi-part quest then. I gotta head. Ah! Huh. Well, that was fun. Well, yeah, yeah, see? So, funny story about that. I was going to play in a Khajiit, but, oops, like I said earlier, Khajiit in this game are a little strange. Uh-oh, I'm poisoned. Guess that worked. So, Khajiit, in this era, they hadn't decided on them being actual cat people yet. So they're basically like people, but cat-like, which means they have skin tails and like face markings. And it's very strange. Yeah. So I'm an Argonian instead. Yeah, Jay was actually telling me all about this. He was looking up the lore, and apparently there's like several like subclasses of Khajiit, and at some point, yeah, there's just like a humanish Khajiit that exists, and that's just a thing. Get a bit of money. Not much. 884 gold. Jeez, that was barely worth it. It's water breathing is too good. Sentient house cats. Why, that's me. Oh, you're not satisfied yet, huh? Okay. I was too late. I surprised the assassins, but Mornister was already dead. Okay. Can I tell you about it? Right, maybe I gotta track this guy down. Let's see. Where is... Nope. Maybe there was like another assassin I had to kill or something. Muad'Dib, we have moon sign the likes of which God himself has not seen. Where am I going? Nowhere. I can't wait until part 2 of Dune comes out. I hope it doesn't suck.
Yeah. Well, if the first part is any indication, I doubt it will suck.
True, but you never know.
That was a labor of love.
Just chunked up corpses everywhere. That's fine. Welcome. Yo, who? Whomst is telling me welcome. Whomst. The man is dead. The assassins? Well, they're gone, right? Wait a minute. This is a different... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I went in the left door this time. As opposed to the right one. I think I'm in a different house. An irritated voice hollers, it's open. Now we're in a different house. Here's the assassins. What the fuck?
Okay, so it's a duplex.
I guess so? I don't know.
That's exactly what it looks like.
But again, who's telling me to come in?
The ghost.
The ghost of the murdered man. Oh. Oh, treasure. Treasure. No gods or kings, only saunas. Well. Can I just ask a random person who this guy is? Thanks. Thanks. This is what happens to people listen to my warnings. Perweer Morsley. Perweer Morsley. But I can't
Did
ask
you go back to
anybody
the
about
quest
him.
giver?
Yeah, he didn't say anything. Oh. Tell me about. There's no reason to talk down to me like that. I can't help you anyway. Oh, sorry. Sorry, friend. I can't help you there. Good to see you, Juniper. Tell me about Perweer Morsley. I don't understand. Is that supposed to mean something to me? Tell me about Perweer. Yeah, Juniper the Second. You're the Archmage and high-ranking member of the Fighters Guild and the Knight and the Dragon of the Order of the Dragon. I wouldn't tell you anything. Fuck you. I hate talking to people. Go on and find a friend or someone who knows something. I ain't either. Well, I tried that, but the guy, he wouldn't talk to me, so I gotta talk to you. I don't particularly care to be, the game says I'm charming. The game says I'm charming. I don't particularly care to be a lackey. Do you want blunt? Do you want normal? I assume you don't want polite. I don't have the first clue. No, you'll, okay, alright. Jeez, I'm afraid that means nothing to me. I'm losing my freaking mind over here. I want to know about. I don't. They're all saying that. Okay, they're all saying the same thing. That means something, right? That means that if this was a main quest, that would mean that I have to do something. Oh. He's always having a signature test, though. So Woodsmith Hall. Woodsmith Hall. Oh, I should have copied that. God damn it. Tell me about. Probably somewhere around here. Oh, okay. Can I ask people about Woodsmith Hall now? Where is location, people, location, things? Tell me about. Oh. Oh, okay. Well,
There you go.
here we go killing again. Wait, oh, this is a place. I thought this was a dungeon. Alright. I got some place to be. Well, I mean, there's only like 10 houses, so let's just look at every single one of them. Rotten mug. Da, da. Oh. Oh. You're different. Yes? Wait, you're that Fighters Guild musclehead poor old Mortister Morford thought could protect him, aren't you? Who let this Argonian in here? Hello? Hello?
Rabbited.
Hello? Hello? Oh, there you are. Hi. Are you... Oh, it's a Nightblade. Okay. Holy water and garbage gear. It's garbage gear. What do you have to do with this? Nothing. You just live here. Okay.
Maybe he's outside waiting
Maybe.
to punch it.
I mean, that might have been him. Like, sometimes NPCs will just turn into enemies. Oh, hi. Assassin. Hope I'm not poisoned. Good. Well, guess what? I'm poisoned. Oh, is that how it works? I feel like Spoonie playing The Thing. Testing someone and then they instantly turn. Yeah, that's a deep cut. Chew on that one.
Yeah. You know, I had I think it was Iggy was talking to me about Spoonie the other day, and I went over to his Twitter, and he seems to be doing a bit better.
Oh, is he back? That's good.
I mean, he's not. I don't think we're ever going to see another video from him again, but he's still tweeting over there. His dog Oreo passed away like in October.
Oh.
And that kind of looked like that was going to be like the last straw because he got super depressed. But he found a rescue pup. And he seems a lot happier now.
That's good. Since when did I have a mind? Well, I'm trying something different. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I don't think it is because I used my cure poison spell and then got poisoned again. So I did save right before I got in here. So let's just you've not rented a room here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I just got better. Okay, that's good. All right, did I kill enough people? You gonna clean this up? Is that your corpse cleaning stick? Okay.
I mean, that's dinner for the next couple weeks.
They're probably gonna ambush me as I get out here. Hello? Anybody here? Oh, I see you, yellow pixel. Yes, that's where the pure snow comes from. I mean, the pure water. Nobody? Nobody here? None who can challenge my might? Good. Good. Hey, you know what? While we're here, why don't we go up on this little hill and take a look at the town? I can do that now. So, I think the mod I'm using said something about how small settlements like this will have dirt roads connecting it to other places, but that they'll get covered up in snow, so we probably won't be able to see that. Bumpy little hill. Oh, it's cute. It's a... Oh, I almost remembered. Something Kincaid. That fucking painter I was talking about. Thomas Kincaid, that's it. Yes! Yes, that guy who was like all the single moms were like all over his dick for a while.
That's pretty good for a painter.
Yeah. Entering Daggerfall, entering Daggerfall, entering Daggerfall. You put me on the side that takes the longest to get to the place that I'm trying to go. Yeah, at this point, like, I just hope Spoonie's just, like, okay and, like, happy. Like, I don't care if he puts out a video anymore. Like, I don't know. I think fame got to him too much, and I don't know. I just hope he's doing better.
Me too. I mean, fame got to him, and then his very toxic fan base got to him. And for many years, they actively plotted to get him to kill himself,
Oh my god.
and still do. He still has people impersonating him on Twitter, and people pushing him to get back to work and doing videos, and
Jeez.
just leave the dude alone.
Alright, was that good enough? Was that good enough? That was not good enough! That was not good enough! Ugh. Okay. Oh, I'm new to Daggerfall too. Now, please excuse. You've been here as long as I have, dude. Alright, I guess I gotta hunt this guy down? I don't know. Our friend can't help you there. I don't have the first
Did any of
clue
them
if you're
drop a note or something?
No, not that I saw. This is what they says. Perwell Mosley lives in Woodsmith Hall, I think. He's always hanging around. Well, okay, that's where I was.
So maybe you gotta look around there, or ask around there.
I guess so. Shit. Alright, what was it? Woodsley? Wood Hall?
Nope.
Woodsley? No, that doesn't look right. It was up to the right. Woodsmith Hall. There it is. Hey! Wow, I found that quick. Could have been a lot worse. Hey! Oh! It's third of first seed, which is like March. Now all the snow melted. I miss it already. Ought to be somewhere around here. Oh, maybe I know something. Can I just bribe you? This is so much easier in the later games. I don't know when I have to go. I gotta pee so bad. That means nothing to me. Ask around some more, friends. Someone's bound to know. Tell me about. I'll harder you. I'll help you if I could. Who would have thought it? He's always hanging around. Well, alright, I must have missed a room or something, or he's hiding somewhere.
Did we ever ask the woman inside the building?
Well, there's always like a generic NPC in here, or in places like this. And they generally aren't very helpful, but I mean, maybe. Could be wrong. You. Tell me about Peter Moorsley. I got somewhere else to be.
I had a thought.
Yeah.
You can pull up a 3D map of this place like a dungeon, yeah?
Yeah.
Does it reveal any secrets?
Well, nothing in the empty space, of which there is none. Doesn't look like there's any doors or anything, and if there would be, they'd probably be whistling at me, so I guess not. Nothing underneath. Wait, is that? Oh, okay, that's just the attic. Actually, let's see, what's in the attic? It's nothing! You're that evil Juniper. Telling you would be like telling Clavicus Vile himself. What did I do? I'm a fucking knight. What? Tell me about the Knights of the Dragon then. Oh, you wouldn't tell me anything. Okay, you're just in a bad mood. What if I asked you politely? No offense, but why would I tell you anything? I don't know. Who am I that you don't like me? Like, because you're in league with the guy who was here, the guy who's trying to kill me? I don't know who you are. You just live here, apparently. What about you? What do you know?
Try the tavern.
I guess. Ask someone who gives a damn. Fuck you. Okay. Rat in the mug. All right, rat in the mug. A lot of people here. Oh, hello. Where am I? I'm in the Rat and Mug. Things are in Woodsmith Hall mainly. I wish I could tell you more. Give me a mead.
Does this quest have a name?
No, it's just a random Fighters Guild quest. Why should I tell some Argonian about Periware Moorsley? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, I would. Look, I realize I'm not popular around these parts, apparently. Oh, naked woman, okay. But, is that a flute or are you drinking a beer? Hello, my friend, even I don't know.
Oh, wait. So was this like, hey, how are you? If you need work, I got something for you. Standard protection job?
Yes, actually.
Okay, and then you went to the client and there was a note by the body.
Mm-hmm.
And the note was like, this is what happens to people who don't listen to my warnings. And then the assassin's name is written on it because he was a genius.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is a Dark Brotherhood thing.
Oh.
So you will, after you find them, the Brotherhood member will then transform into a nightshade and attack you with several assassins. After you have disposed of your attackers, the trail goes cold. Roughly 10 to 21 days later, a courier approaches.
Oh. Alright. Cool. In that case, let's fuck off out of here. Let's go. What looks marshy? This place looks marshy. Let's see. Towns. Minzar. It'll take me 25 days to get there. Sure, why not? A dusty courier flags you down. Juniper? Thanks, Zenegar, at last. I've been following all through the Iliac Bay. This letter's for you. Well, there it is. My name is Gwynara Moorhouse, daughter of Mordaster Moorford. When I heard of your heroic action in avenging my father's death, I wanted to thank you myself. I would be grateful if you could come see me if you have time. Well, that sounds like a trap. Oh, look at these mossy little places. It's so rainy here. Oh, mossy and musty. And hey, you look different. I mean, I guess this is the Iliac Bay and not Black Marsh, but I was hoping for at least, like, some Argonian representation. Or even just a weird skin Khajiit or two down by Sentinel. But
I don't think I've seen any other race represented in 2D here.
Well, I mean, these guys might be a Red Guard. This might be a Red Guardian kind of place.
I guess by being like, I've not seen a Khajiit or an Argonian.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've seen an elf.
Well, yeah. Elves are kind of similar to humans in Elder Scrolls games for the most part. But no, yeah, nothing that seems too different from human. I'm just going to assume it's kind of the same situation with, like, children in Skyrim, where it's like, we're all Imperials, don't ask why.
Making a tiny kitten person would be weird.
Yeah, but still. L is real 2941. 24. No, what was the number? Because it ended up being like really prophetic. When did the Giga Leak happen? Like July something? 7/20/21? I'm just chattering to myself. Speaking of the Giga Leak, I've been reading about the I've specifically been reading up on the Ocarina of Time stuff that was in that. That's been interesting. All the old maps and the old cutscenes from before the game was finished. Oh, are you an angry puppy? Look at you. Just trying to chew, we ain't got no teeth.
Yum, 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 yum.
Alright,
That's it looked more like a rat than a dog. I was gonna say Skaven, but that's the wrong game.
fucking wing court. Skaven.
What are they called in Elder Scrolls? Skeevers. That was it.
Skeevers, yeah.
It's like Skaven.
Oh, now that I've wasted 2 months.
Yeah.
The bloom doesn't quite work as well in the spring, I don't think. It makes for a nice atmospheric winter, but I don't know. Oh, what about the So it's basically old stuff from before the game was finished, like prototype stuff. It's just the same place. So a lot of it is just kind of like dry data, like, oh, here's a list of like animations and stuff that aren't used. Ugh. But without any real examples. Yeah, look up the cutting room floor, and then check out Ocarina of Time, and then development information. And if you look up the Giga Leak on Wikipedia, it'll give you a list of like every game that was in that pack, or in the in there. This is the same house, and you're standing in the same place as the assassin. Juniper, look out! It's a trap. Yeah, I know. I said that already. You should spend as much time sharpening your wits as you do sharpening your blade, Juniper. Nothing is simpler than laying an ambush for your Fighter Guild thugs. And yet, here I am. Yeah, so, most of the games on that list have entries in the cutting room floor. Like, look under development information or prototype information, and you'll find stuff about those games. My favorite, personally, is the one for Link to the Past, because that has maps from, like, the super, super, super early, like, alpha days. And that is some fascinating stuff. Alright, I'm poisoned, but are we done here? No! Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. Okay. God, I thought that was it. But no one was attacking me, so it's okay. Yeah, you can see clues for, like, stuff that doesn't exist anymore. Like they apparently had an idea. Like, you know how in Link to the Past, there are areas and dungeons where, like, the floor tiles will lift up and attack you? Well, apparently they had an idea at one point to have a house that would be, like, a poltergeist house, where, like, the furniture and stuff would do the same thing. It would lift up and fly at you. But it was something they never actually implemented. You're the same person! I should have made a note on what your name was last time to see if it was the same person. This is the same town. Oh yeah? You said that. How was it? I've been looking forward to that. Like for
I'm seeing it Wednesday.
Assassins. Cool. If you can get me to the Ashton residence in Knightstown, I can make my escape from Daggerfall my own there. Oh, I have an inventory item. Alright. Knightstown. I guess that's reasonably near the border. Where are we going? Oh my god, this place is huge. Alright, can you tell me where the Ashton residence is? No, you can't. Okay, how about you? Where is, tell me about, where is location? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Maybe she marks it on your map to be useful.
Maybe? Nope. Ah, oh, this fucking game.
Can you interact with the head at all?
I don't know. She's not really in my inventory per se. She just kind of exists there in a oh, what is hang on. What is the button to unlock my thing here? Activate cursor, enter. Nope. I cannot talk with her. Oh god. Oh, just... Okay, alright. Alchemists, armors, banks, bookstores, clothing stores, gem stores, general stores, libraries, guilds, pawn shops, weaponsmiths, local temples, taverns, general? Oh, thank god. Okay, it is here. Oh. Polite. Alright, normal. Listen, I get time.
Blunt.
I don't know what to do. But well, see, like I don't know. I don't think I should have to answer. I mean, see. All right. Here's my thought process. This guy is fairly polite. He's like, "Good day, Juniper." If that was blunt, he'd be like, "What the fuck do you want?" or whatever. So I'm like, okay, polite is reserved for like nobles. This is just a guy wandering around. But he's not blunt, right? So maybe I don't need to be blunt? I guess I can tell you it's not too far to the south if you don't mind walking. Well, that doesn't help me too much. Good day, Juniper. The Ashton residence. Of course I'll help you. Just south of here. That doesn't help me. General. Well, go south. Oh, my friend, how are you this day? See, that sounds normal. I feel like if I said... If I was like, okay, what do I actually say? Hi there, point me toward the Ashton residence. Whereas I would normally go like, good day, Theodore Ashley, because he's like, oh, my friend, how are you? Where can I find the Ashton residence? And it's I know that. I know. Good day to you. Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't know, and I have to pee. Where is the Ashton residence? Could be anywhere. I mean, to the south, certainly.
Well, I mean,
but
you're heading west, and north, so that's
I
definitely the
know.
wrong way.
I'm just trying to find somebody.
So I figure the way they're talking about it is going to be largish.
Oh,
Everybody knows there.
Oh, there we go. Okay. But I mean, yeah, okay, south, but it's like, that's like a cone, like a 45-degree cone, and it's like, well, it could be anywhere in that cone. That's like 100 houses. I don't know. We're almost done with this quest. You're only gonna give me a pittance for it. Then maybe I'll rank up in the Fighters Guild, but probably not because I think I need better skills before that happens. Is this it? This is it. There. A jolly voice says, "Welcome to my home. I don't know how I can thank you for saving my life, as well as avenging my father's death. Please accept this bra. It belonged to my father, and I would like you to have it."
Take this.
I
Take
just
this
found
present
it.
here. It belonged to my father.
I found it stuffed under his pillow. I don't ask questions, and neither should you. Okay. What does it do? Life stealing, identify. Oh, it makes you leap higher. Let's see, can I put it on without, oh, that's identify. Equip. It's a secret. Woo! Woo! It doesn't do anything. Woo! I'm not gonna find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Equip. Oh, I put it over the skin suit. That's weird. I guess I should, like, stow these. They're probably heavy. Whoops. Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I think I equipped way too much stuff. Healing Emerald, Toxic Clouds. Equip. Healing Bracer, Leaping Bracer, Wildfire. Okay. And my fist. Yeah! How about the... Oh! Mighty Foot engaged. Cool. Why is my leg so colorful? What is that? Like it's jeweled, or I'm like hiding a jeweled knife in my boot or something. Anyway, that's not important. What's important is, where's my sword? Oh, there it is. Whoop. Whoop. Oh no, she's perfect. Yeah. Well, let's see if what's his name actually pays me. I mean, granted, I didn't protect the client as requested, so maybe
Well,
not.
I mean, there was no actual way to do that.
Well, I know, but in like the fiction of the game, I didn't actually complete the contract successfully. But I did go above and beyond the Call of Duty because he wouldn't actually let me talk to him until I did anything. It was a dark and stormy day. Oh boy, I'm way off. I will reiterate, navigating in this game is really hard for some reason. Like, specifically in cities. I would really love, like, a quest marker, or a way to mark a spot on the map, or a mini-map, which there's a mod for, but it's stupid. Congratulations! Because of your outstanding weaponry prowess, we promoted you to the rank of warrior in the guild. Among other benefits, this increase means cheaper weapon repair and more profitable work assignments. Yay! So I didn't actually get to finish the quest. I didn't get paid for it, but whatever. Please increase my archery. Well, it went up by 1. I guess that's good enough. I guess that's good enough. I guess that's good enough. Oh. Well, with that, I think I'm going to call it.
Seems fair.
Seems fair. Yeah, thanks so much for showing up and just being there. That's what really matters. Thanks also to our subscribers who actually give us monetary support. That's always cool. They're scrolling across the screen right now. Are you here? I don't know. Did you pay us money? I guess. If you did, you're here too. I guess that's how it works.
What was that? Yeah, thank you to our supporters.
Hey, there's
And,
me.
Hey, if you want to support the channel, please give us a follow here if you haven't yet. Follow us on Twitch, follow us on Twitter, check out our YouTube link down below. We're gonna end things with a raid. We're gonna raid Catobleposh.
Catoblepus. Catoblepus.
They are. Huh. That didn't work.
Says it's rating on my screen.
Well, we'll go say hi to them. We'll see you tomorrow. Is Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past randomized with crowd control activated?
Be there. Take care, everyone.